Hello friends, welcome back to my channel PM Art HRD. Today we are going to take one subject. You can say it's $1 million subject, that is leadership. Leadership है क्या? What is this leadership is into? Why corporate world investing so much of money on training to develop the good leaders in their companies? People say leaders are born. It might be. There are some great leaders, born great leaders like your Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, or you can talk about Subhash Chandra Bose. But leaders can be trained also. In corporates, the companies investing so much of money, investing time, they are putting their lot of efforts to develop good leaders. Then what is this leader is into? Forget about the good leaders. A leader है क्या? Is there anything to do with the titles? Suppose a person is promoted as general manager. So next day, is he become a leader? Does he has that capacity or capability to lead the team? No. Leadership is nothing to do with the titles. Leadership has nothing to do with the hierarchy. Leadership is something is related to your innate qualities. आपकी अंदर की क्वालिटी के साथ लीडरशिप जुड़ी हुई है. लीडरशिप आपके डेजिग्नेशन के साथ कुछ लेना देना नहीं है. डेजिग्नेशन तो एक मैनेजर का होता है, लीडर का नहीं होता है. Designation has only a manager has. Manager is having. You may be a good position in the company, but that doesn't mean you are a leader. The second thing, like when you are talking about leadership, even if you are in a very lower rank in the hierarchical system, but the way you are doing your work, the way you are presenting yourself, the way you are leading your work are all qualities of a leader. जरूरी नहीं है कि आपको एक बड़ा पोजीशन मिले तो आप लीडर हो. भले ही आप सुबह चाय बनाते हो ऑफिस में और चाय लेके सबको देते हो, लेकिन ये आप अपने आप करते हो. सुबह आते हो, उसमें कैसे बनाना है, क्या करना है, किसको कैसे देना है, कौन से टाइप पे देना है, सबका ख्याल आप रखते हो. ये जो प्रोएक्टिवनेस होती है, सामने खड़े होने की जो नेचर होती है, उसको लीडरशिप बोला जाता है. और ये लीडरशिप की जो रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होती है, हायरार्किकल के सिस्टम से ये अलग अलग हो जाती है. आप कौन से पोजीशन पे हो, व्हाट पोजीशन यू आर इनटू द कंपनी एंड व्हाट द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी यू आर कैरिंग, दैट ओनली defines the leadership. Like Peter Drucker says, leadership is only one thing where the followers are. But how you are going to develop the followers? You cannot forcefully ask people to follow you. They may not say anything in your face because of the position or because of the fear of losing the job. But they are not internally connected with you. When they are not internally connected with you, that means you are not the leader. It's very simple. To become a good leader, what should be the qualities? The first quality is listening, the great listening quality. What you know, nobody is interested. Wow, you are giving the solutions to their problem. They are only interested in that. आपको कितना कुछ पता हो, आपको कितना नॉलेज हो, उनको कोई लेना देना नहीं है. वो मोमेंट में आके आपसे जो बात किया जाता है, जो प्रॉब्लम्स आपके साथ शेयर किया जाता है, उसकी आप क्या सॉल्यूशंस देते हो, वही पे सब खेल है, वही लीडरशिप क्वालिटी है। अगर आप आधा सुने, अपनी बात को प्रिंट करना चाहोगे, तो फिर वहां पे कम्युनिकेशन गैप हो जाता है। तभी सामने कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे क्योंकि आपके जूनियर्स है, पीछे जाके बोलेंगे साला सुनता ही नहीं कुछ, क्या बोल के फायदा, जो बोलता है वैसे ही करो। इट्स अ मेजर फेल्यूर इन द पार्ट ऑफ ए लीडर। ये हमको सोचना चाहिए। Autocratic way में you cannot do the job in autocratic way. Sometimes it is necessary to give the instructions, but it cannot be a part of the process. To understand the capacity, the ability of the people working with you, and accordingly you are going to use them. The optimization of the knowledge, experience is the work of a leader. The manager only execute it. They only know how to execute the things. They cannot take decisions. For each and every decision, they are going back to the leaders. Even if you give authority also, they will stop. They cannot give the final decision because they always dwelling between yes and no. So the concept is not clear as a manager in comparison to a leader. Second point is your availability and flexibility. What is it? What is this availability and flexibility? That means you are flexible to the change and available in every situation. It is not necessary that availability means any problem is there and you are physically going there and present. It doesn't mean that. In some cases, it is necessary. In most of the cases, the mental presence is very, very important. What my team is doing, how they are performing, where is the things going wrong, and why it is going wrong. And before going wrong, have you done the checklist, proper preparations? Have you done the market study? Or any of my team member gives me some idea. Am I open to it? Am I flexible enough to adapt all those things? Am I flexible to appreciate him in the public? That this is the person who has given this idea and this idea has worked fantabulously. I need to be flexible to the changes. If I feel insecure, that means I am not the leader, I am the manager. There is a great difference between manager and leader. People may call themselves as a leader because they got some good designation in the company, but this is a false idea. They are not leaders. So, to be a leader, you need to have adaptability and flexibility character. What is the next point for a good leader? The decision making. Why people fail in taking the decisions? Why? If you go through the people who actually fails in decision making, the failure is the lack of knowledge in the market. Either they are handicapped in their own subject or they are not adapted themselves or upgraded themselves to the changes in the market. In that process, the incapability or inefficiency in taking decisions happens. वो लोग डिसीजन नहीं ले पाएंगे जब तक मार्केट के साथ, मार्केट में क्या ट्रेंड है, कैसे चेंजेस हो रहे हैं, अपने आप को जो स्किल थी उसको रिस्किल करे, अपस्किल करे, अपग्रेड करे. अगर वही चीज पकड़ के रखेंगे कि मैं कर रहा था तो वही तुम भी करो, नहीं होता ऐसा. मैं कर रहा था, ठीक है, तभी चल रहा था, दैट वॉज द स्किल. बट स्किल इज नॉट स्टैटिक. अगर इसको आप होन नहीं करेंगे, इफ यू आर नॉट ट्रेन्ड योर सेल्फ properly, your skill becomes outdated. You need to upskill yourself, and that is the foremost job of a leader. They need to have knowledge in the subject they are dealing with, so that they can be in a position to take the decision. That is very, very important. Then the capacity to take the responsibility. Suppose you are a manager or a general manager in a higher position in a company, and you are having a team, and the team, you are assigning the jobs to the team. When there is something happens which is against the nature of the job, or something wrong happens in the process, you should be the first person to stand in front of, take all responsibility. Whatever happens because of me, not of my team members. Might be somebody in your team members has done it. You may appraise him in the separate way, but when openly it is coming, you should be the first person. You should be the face of your team. You should have courage to admit that mistake, and you should have the knowledge to rectify that mistake also. You should have courage to find the solutions of that mistake also. It should not happen. Okay, he is responsible, she is responsible. Responsibility is lying within the team, and team leader is responsible for it. Either it is individual responsibility or team responsibility. Even if you are not handling any team, but you are by your own the leader, by your own, you are the owner of your responsibility. You are accountable for whatever you are doing. So you have to prove yourself. You should have courage. You should upgrade yourself as per the market. That is the only thing. For that, you need to develop the networking also. You should have a very good network in the market to the related subject. That is also very important. And when you are talking about leadership, the tolerance, because you are dealing with humans, you are not dealing with any dead products, or you are not dealing with any products. When you are dealing with humans, the emotions are there, like yours: anger, jealousy, lust, happiness, everything. And according to situation, any emotion is coming out like anything. How you are going to handle it if you do not have the tolerance? And if you yourself misbehave, then you are setting a wrong precedent for your team. You are losing the respect. You are degrading yourself in front of the team. This is not the job of a leader. No, ये लीडर का काम नहीं है. गुस्से में बात करना कभी होता है, काम के दौरान मिस्टेक होता है, तो हम गुस्से से बात करते हैं, बट दैट शुड बी फिनिश देन एंड देयर. You cannot carry it. It cannot be an ego issue. It cannot be an attitude issue. It is a work-related issue. It has to be handled then and there. The water is under the bridge. We need to find out the solution. We cannot go and talk about the same thing again and again and again and again. That means you are not the leader. You are just a manager. You do not have the tolerance capacity. So, friends, if you want to develop yourself as a leader, set the vision so high so that you only enjoy when you are reaching there. And leadership is not a kind of static thing. यहीं पे मैं पहुंच गया तो लीडर हो गया. No, no. It is a process of learning. Every day you learn, and every day something is added to your, you know, your knowledge, your capacity. And the more you positive, your aroma of positiveness, the frequency of positiveness also increases. Then you need to have adaptability also, because you are working with number of peoples. All five fingers are not same. Everybody is different. Everybody's thought process is different. To see the thing, same thing, in a different manner, in a different prospect, everybody has their own ideas. It is not going to be same. Somebody may sing it in a very negative way, somebody is singing it in a very average way, somebody in a very positive way. So all these things all together, you need to adapt yourself to these situations. So the adaptability is the biggest factor. When all of these things you develop, then team building started. And if your frequency matches with the team members, if you know about a person, somebody needs a, if I will give an example, somebody comes to apply for a leave in your team, you ask why, then he has to say something like my personal work or going there. So you got to know about that, that he or she is having some problem, so she is going or he's going for the leave. But that doesn't mean you know about him. It might be wrong, it might be right. Before telling, during applications of leave, if you got to know what exactly the issues and you have suggested him for leave, then your frequency is matching with him or her. They should have a trust level on you. They should feel, no, he or she is there with me. So I can speak to them if I am having some problem. This is the quality of leader. So when actually you want to develop yourself as a leader, you have to develop in all respects, all fields. It is not a single way of development. So, friends, leadership can be developed. It's all depends on you. Do your SWOT analysis, where you stand, what is your strength, what is your weakness, what is the threat in yourself, and what is the opportunity even in yourself. Do your SWOT analysis, individual SWOT analysis, so that you can understand where exactly you stand. And compare yourself. A good leader might be your company owner, might be somebody outside whom you admire. It depends on you. Find out their qualities. Then develop yourself. Sometimes you say, he speaks so nicely. His presentation was so nice. It's really motivating. But are you adopting those words, imbibe those words into yourself and aspire to fulfill your aspirations? That is needed. So friends, uh, today this much on leadership. You are coming back with a lot of topics on HR related topics. So please subscribe my channel if you have not done yet. Thank you so much.